Hey, you, with your ear against the wall, waiting for someone to call out. Would you touch me? Hey, you, would you help me to carry the snow? All right, hey guys, this is AJ Unlimited here to bring you another video, another little list thing today. I've decided to do 10 tips for the workplace. I did a video in the past a few months ago titled, I believe, 10 pet peeves or my pet peeves for the workplace. That'll be on the screen somewhere if you want to check that out. And I think some of these are intertwined with each other because they all sort of cover obviously the same topic. But this one's just going to be doing 10 general tips for the workplace, whether you're working full time, part time in the restaurant service, like food service, or like whatever, like retail, anything like that. Here we go. 10 tips for the workplace by AJ Unlimited. Number one, your job comes first. Making friends and socializing comes second. Now, I say this because it's, I mean, I don't know. Part of me feels like it's fairly obvious. Like, focus on your task at hand, your job, what you were hired to do, what you're paid to do. That's like your number one priority, and making friends is kind of like, number two on the list, if you will. Now, I'm not saying be a dick to others or don't try to make friends and don't try to socialize, but don't neglect your job because you're too busy horsing around and making jokes and talking to that girl or that cute boy. Just stay focused on your job and your job only. And yeah, just keep your head down, keep your mouth shut, and keep moving, keep working, and just do what you were hired to do, which is whatever your job is. Plain and simple. Friends it'll come natural, it'll happen, friendships and such, it'll happen naturally, but don't make that your number one priority. Stay on task, stay focused, don't get too distracted. Number two, always arrive on time. And don't be that guy who's always calling off or always trying to get out of work or always showing up late, usually hungover or high on something, or just being a lazy dickhead. And simply put, nobody likes that guy. Nobody likes that guy that's unreliable, that's never showing up, always coming up with excuses, always coming in late, struggling to be there like on time, struggling, always like maybe seemingly either in a rush or always seemingly dragging their feet. It's, it's like not too much in between. And it's the worst. It's the worst, literally the worst thing that you can do is like not show up or call off all the time and somebody has to pick up your slack. It's very annoying and nobody likes that guy. And you may think that, you can come up with any excuse in the world, in the book, but at the end of the day, everybody knows. Everybody knows. So just don't be that guy. Number three, don't complain ever. Now, okay, granted, there are certain people that sometimes you talk to, you vent to about certain stuff, but you keep it between you two because you trust them and you've known them maybe a while and you are on the same page and you're kind of just talking about the stuff. That's one thing. But if you're just constantly, I know people that will literally be like walking across the kitchen, just like cursing at the world out loud, like just for everyone to hear. And I don't know what it is they're trying to do. I don't know if they're looking for sympathy, if they're looking for some kind of reaction out of other people, if they're looking for an argument. I don't know what it is they're looking for, but they're not going to get it, at least not in the way that they want. It just puts bad energy out there and just brings other people down. And okay, maybe in the moment, if you're having a really bad day, you're kind of like, screw everyone else, whatever. But do you really want to be that guy? Like complaining, cursing, always in a bad mood. It's just annoying and nobody likes it and it doesn't fix anything, doesn't help anyone. Just don't do it. Don't complain. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Number four, keep your work area clean and tidy. I cannot stress this enough. And I'm telling you, at first it's going to feel like, it's going to seem like, it's going to sound like a pain in the ass. But once you get in the habit, the routine of doing it and you get used to it, you'll never look back. Because I used to kind of be that guy that was always just kind of like lazy and half-assing stuff, half doing half-hearted work, and just not being a good worker, not being clean, not being tidy, not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I don't know, one day I just woke up and decided I want to be cleaner, you know? Same thing with like your like home environment too. I keep my place spotless and I love it. I'm so much happier but because of it. But at work, you know, you definitely want to take that attitude there for sure because again, you're not just doing yourself a favor, you're doing other people a favor, and once you get that sort of that ripple effect going, you know, people kind of build off of each other. It just improves the mood overall, and people are just happier, especially you. You will be much happier if you have a clean work environment. So please take that advice. Number 5, please keep up with hygiene. This is so important. And, you know, fortunately, I haven't seen too much of this lately where I work, but I have seen it. And it only takes that one person to come in looking and smelling like filth, like they just crawled out of a dumpster. And it is just like, oh, you want to stay away from them because I don't know, either they just smell weird or they just look disgusting. Like, clean your clothes, wear deodorant, please wear deodorant. It's just gross when you're smelling like body odor and ugh, just, you know, take care of yourself, please. You're doing everyone a favor, please. Number 6, this is a big one, very, very big one. Always respect management, no matter what. I don't care what you think of this person. I don't care if you have zero respect for them, if you hate their guts, if you want to strangle them or rip their face off. I don't care. At the end of the day, they have the final say, and they are your manager, which means they are above you, and they can, you know, they can take corrective action. They can write you up. They can fire you, maybe. They can do all kinds of stuff. They have a lot more power than you do. Plus, it's just an integrity thing, right? You know, you don't want to be that person that's always having beef with the manager. You know, it's just not cool. It's not fun. It's not worth it. Doesn't do anyone any good. And I'll tell you right now, the workplace is no place for ego or like arrogance or any of that entitlement bullshit. If you want to enjoy your job, or well, not be, let's just say if you don't want to be miserable and you want to have a decent relationship with all of your coworkers, well, that includes management. So respect management. I don't like it. I don't always like it when I have to do what they say, even though I think it's completely stupid. And the like some of these like orders or demands or rules are just like out, you know, just off the deep end, is absurd. But you got to do it. You're being paid to do it, and they have the say so to tell you to do it. So I don't care how much you hate it or hate that person. Respect them and always say yes to them. Don't be a little baby about it. Don't throw a hissy fit. Don't be a child. Just do it. Number 7, don't be that guy that's always eating food. This one I see a lot since I've always worked in food service, in restaurants, kitchens, you name it. And I don't know how it is in like the retail world or whatever, but in the restaurant food service, like there's always that one person that's always eating something, always, and it's just gross. And actually, I used to be that guy, and I gained a bunch of weight from it because where I work now, I do get a lot of free food. It just happens. People are going to notice, and you're going to get reactions from it, and it just looks bad. Number 8, stay off your phone. I know how this one sounds, but it's just kind of true. It's just something you got to do. It's not even like about management per se or any of that. It's just, you know, you want to look professional, you want to be professional. And if you are that person that's always on your phone or have your little whatever those earbud things in, that's just it's really annoying. And it's just, you know, people have their phone out all the time or they're wearing their earbuds, and it just tells us that you don't care. And yeah, I get it. You know, you're at work and it sucks and you're trying to keep yourself entertained and distracted, trying to pass the time. And you probably don't care if you look unprofessional, but I'm telling you, even if right now you don't care, later on in life you will. And you're going to look back on like these days and present times and be like, yeah, that was pretty stupid. Plus, you know, I mean, your phone's not doing you any favors. It's going to rot your brain out anyway, all this social media. Number 9, avoid gossip, avoid drama. don't talk about other people behind their back, especially management or like the boss or whoever. You just need to, talk about. Don't gossip. Gossip doesn't do anyone any favors. It spreads bad energy, and people say things that aren't true that sort of spread and end up in the rumors and all that stupid. It's just stupid. It's annoying, and it's just disgusting. When I'm in the locker room at work, the break room, I hear people gossiping and like talking smack about certain management. And again, I do it too sometimes, I will be honest, but I try to keep it at a minimum. Like all this talking, gossip, talking about other people, just like the whole thing. Like I just try to avoid it, stay out of it, and just be respectful, because the thing is, like, I feel like, good 90-95% of the time when you talk about people, it's kind of like almost guaranteed to get back to them, and they're going to hear about it. And again, it just causes tension, causes bad energy, it breeds all this bad, just ugly, disgusting, smelly stuff that nobody wants to deal with. And number 10, and this is probably by far the most important one, the one point that ties it all together, puts a bow on top, is look out for your coworkers. Pretty plain and simple. Once again, if you look after your coworkers, they will look after you. It's very mutual, and you'll find yourself much happier, because just you don't have like this like tension, beef with other people, and it's just the right thing to do. Look out for each other. Have each other's backs. Clean up after one another. Clean up after yourselves. If you're like a closer, right? If you're closing down the shop, make sure that the area is fully stocked up and clean for the morning crew, because you know how mornings are. Nobody likes mornings, especially if you have to clean up after the previous crew. So look out for them. And if someone asks you for a favor, always say yes, even if maybe you're a little bit behind on your work, whatever. I guess it doesn't really matter. Just be kind, be compassionate, be helpful, and be tolerant. Be adult. We're all adults here. It doesn't have to be me versus you, or you owe me, or I'm a better worker than you. It doesn't have to be any of that. Just avoid all that ugly stuff, like I said, and just look out for each other. Whatever. Why not? What do you got to lose? So that's it. That's my list. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you guys once again very much for watching this. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, you know what to do. Please like, subscribe, comment, email me. It's all there in the channel. Any and all feedback is always much appreciated. So please feel free. Shoot me an email or anything, whatever. Thank you guys again for watching. As always, I will see you next time. God bless.